investing should be more like watching paint dry or grass grow. If you want excitement, take $800 and go to Las Vegas. The purpose of money is to give you freedom and options. These insightful quotes from J.L. Collins' The Simple Path to Wealth lay the groundwork for a straightforward approach to financial independence. In this summary on Riches Recap, you'll learn about 10 key lessons from the book The Simple Path to Wealth. Published in 2016 by J.L. Collins, a seasoned investor and financial blogger, this guide offers a clear roadmap to achieving personal finance success and wealth creation through simple investing strategies. Stick around until the end to discover how these 10 key lessons can transform your personal finance and investing strategies. Don't miss the practical tips. Lesson number 1. Live below your means. Collins opens with a story of his early years, living frugally while others chased luxury, which allowed him to save aggressively. He emphasizes living below your means as the first step to financial freedom, a principle that builds a strong savings base. This lesson teaches that controlling spending is the cornerstone of personal finance success. Imagine you're tempted by a flashy new car, but decide to stick with your reliable one instead. How could you redirect that car payment into a savings account, just as Collins did to kickstart your wealth creation journey? Try saving $300 monthly and watch your financial cushion grow. Lesson number 2. Avoid debt like a plague. Recalling a friend who sank under credit card debt, Collins warns against borrowing beyond necessity. He advocates avoiding debt to protect your financial health, sharing how staying debt-free gave him peace and capital to invest. This lesson underscores that debt is a barrier to wealth. Think of a time you considered a high-interest loan for a vacation. Could you skip it? Save up $1,000 over 6 months instead? And use that for an investment, mirroring Collins' debt-free approach? It might free you from financial stress and boost your savings. Lesson number 3. Build an emergency fund. Collins narrates building a safety net after a job loss scare, stressing the importance of an emergency fund. He recommends setting aside 6 to 12 months of expenses to weather life's storms, a habit that secures financial stability. This lesson highlights preparedness as key to personal finance. Picture facing an unexpected medical bill. How could you start setting aside $50 a week into a separate account? Like Collins suggests, to be ready for such surprises. Begin today and build that safety net for peace of mind. Lesson number 4. Focus on financial independence. Collins shares his goal of escaping the 9-to-5 grind, achieved by prioritizing financial independence. He explains that accumulating enough wealth to live off investments frees you from work dependency. This lesson frames independence as the ultimate personal finance reward. Envision planning your retirement. How might you calculate your annual living costs at $24,000 and save towards $600,000, 25 times expenses, following Collins's path to gain the freedom to choose your work or leisure? Start with a monthly savings goal of $500. Still loving this summary? Hit the subscribe button for more informative content and support my work with a like. Thanks. Lesson number 5. Cultivate a long-term mindset. Reflecting on market volatility, Collins advocates a long-term mindset, avoiding get-rich-quick schemes. He credits his wealth to patience, letting investments grow over decades. This lesson teaches that time is a powerful ally in personal finance and wealth creation. Recall hearing about a hot stock tip. How could you resist the urge? Invest $100 monthly in a steady index fund instead, and let it grow, as Collins did. For a solid financial future, start with a consistent investment plan today. Lesson number 6. Invest in index funds. Collins recounts shifting his portfolio to low-cost index funds, which outperformed active trading. He champions index funds for their diversification and steady returns, a cornerstone of his investing strategy. This lesson shows that simplicity beats complexity in wealth creation. Imagine reviewing your investment options. How could you allocate $200 monthly into an S&P 500 index fund, following Collins' advice? To build wealth steadily. Try it and let compounding work its magic over the years. Lesson number 7. Understand the power of compounding. Narrating the growth of a modest investment into a fortune, Collins explains compounding's magic. He highlights how reinvesting dividends over decades multiplies wealth, a key to his financial success. This lesson underscores time as an investing strategy asset. Picture starting with $1,000 in a fund. How might you reinvest every dividend, as Collins did? To grow it into $10,000 over 20 years, begin with a small investment and let time enhance your wealth creation efforts. Lesson number 8. Stay the course during market volatility. Collins shares surviving the 2008 crash by holding steady, avoiding panic sales. He teaches staying the course during market volatility, trusting long-term trends over short-term dips. This lesson builds resilience in investing strategies. Think of a market drop that spooked you. How could you resist selling, like Collins, and hold your index fund shares, perhaps adding $50 more at a discount? Practice patience to ride out the storm for better investment returns. Lesson number 9. Keep costs low. Reflecting on fees eating into returns, Collins advocates for low-cost investing, like avoiding high-fee mutual funds. He shows how minimizing costs maximizes wealth, a practical tip from his investing journey. This lesson emphasizes efficiency in wealth creation. Imagine comparing fund fees. How could you switch to a low-cost ETF, as Collins suggests, saving $50 yearly on fees to reinvest in your portfolio? Make that switch to boost your long-term investment growth. Lesson number 10. Plan for your financial independence number. Collins concludes with calculating his FI number, the amount needed to live off investments. He guides readers to determine this target, aligning savings and investing strategies to achieve it. This lesson frames a clear wealth creation goal. Suppose your yearly expenses are $30,000. How might you aim for $750,000, 25 times expenses, following Collins' formula? By saving and investing $600 monthly. Start by setting a savings target toward that financial independence dream. Through these interwoven tales, the simple path to wealth unfolds as a saga of simplicity and strategy. From Collins' financial awakening to his path to independence, this book offers a roadmap for personal finance triumph. This summary touches the surface of a rich narrative. Grab the full book on Amazon or at your bookstore to explore every detail of this transformative guide. Subscribe to Riches Recap for more, and let's build success together.